If you're part of the 1%ers, you generally like to hang out in fancy places like this, the Houghton Hotel. You love a life of luxury and panache, and even your transport needs differ from the average person. You get two types of people, those who like to drive and those who like to get driven. Today, I have chosen to be part of the latter as I am going to be driven in the new Audi S8. Ah, hello, Richard. Hi. I'm well, thank you very much.
Open this door for you.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Oh, you're right, sir.
I'm
Can I
fine.
take off there?
Yes, you may. Why are you putting on that accent?
Because I'm Jason Statham, bruv. That's how we roll. I'm going on the wrong way here. But anyway, I'm Jason Statham, I don't care. First of all, sir, is that okay for you in terms of the background? Did you feel that hump? Or you didn't feel it,
I
did
didn't
you?
feel that hump.
Exactly, because this car has a camera in front that senses if there's an object or a speed hump that lifts the front.
So this car can raise up to 50 millimeters or 5 centimeters, which is insane when you think about it. The one thing that I must say,
Yes.
this car, when I first jumped into it, driving it, it was the second most quietest vehicle I've driven besides a Rolls Royce. They said this car's got active sound cancellation. From the backseat perspective, this car is very luxurious. There's literally nothing I'd lack for here. I've got air conditioning on the sides, I've got air conditioning centrally. I can control it using this screen. My word. And at the same time, I can also control it using the small Android phone interface, it looks like, which comes out. So I can actually take this thing out and control elements of the car, and it will tell you where my air conditioning is, and I can play around with that. The only thing that I wish I could have was adjusting my seats a little bit more.
I love this car. In terms of what I love about it is that it's understated, number one. I think it's part of Audi's design language. It doesn't shout that, hey, I'm a 2.4 million rand car, but on the inside you feel that it's a 2.4 million rand car.
For me, driving this car, it feels like I am in a large vehicle, but it doesn't feel too cumbersome. The turning circle is absolutely amazing. You literally have to put minimal inputs to get this thing to turn.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because of the active steering at the back.
But the main thing that we need to obviously highlight in this vehicle is that it gives you the best of both worlds.
Yes.
So you've got luxury on the one hand, right? That we can tick all the boxes and say that this is a very luxurious vehicle. It is essentially Audi's flagship luxury car. And then, if you now go into drive select and you press dynamic, all of a sudden the characteristics of the car changes. You can feel the suspension firm up ever so slightly.
You now feel the road from the back.
And then if I do this,
The noise!
what gets me is that you would never think that this car sounds like this.
Yes.
And then you'd never think that this will do 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds.
Yeah.
I've got 420 kilowatts, 800 newton meters of torque. You've got a 4-liter turbocharged engine that makes a whole lot of noise. It sounds like you're in an RS6. Obviously, this segment is very, very tricky because brand loyalty plays a huge role. When you're asking somebody to spend 2.5 to 3 million rand on a car, you know, the brand you like is going to come first more than anything else. Because at the end of the day, an S-Class driver is an S-Class driver.
100%.
A 7 Series driver
100%.
is a 7 Series driver. But I do think that if those drivers got into something like this, they would be pleasantly surprised.
It's 100%. It's something different.
What are your final thoughts on this lovely Audi S8?
It's luxurious, it's sumptuous, it has a fantastic noise. Out of all the big three, it has the best noise. So that's, would it be a car that I'd buy? It's not in my age category, because I think it's a generation above where I am right now, so I wouldn't buy one right now, but my goodness, is it a contender.
For me, it's a performance car. in a limo's clothing.
True.
And that's exactly what it is. It is a fantastic vehicle. It does everything that it's meant to do properly. But the question is, do you think it's going to make it into the new Transporter film?
I've got my audition at 4, bruv. We'll find out later.